In 9 years, we've had the biggest rallies in history of any country. And every rally's full. You don't have any seats that are empty. You don't have anything yet. I mean, the one we had today, you missed a beauty. We could have filled that place up 20 times. I mean, that was beautiful. And the Virginia rally, did you hear about the Virginia rally? That was, Glenn Youngkin did a great job, the governor of Virginia. And they had a crowd there that was incredible. And then we came here. And we don't want to be late, but it's very hard when you do these things. It's very hard, and you don't mind a little bit. We weren't very late. We weren't very late. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes, depending on your definition of when it's going to start. But, you know, we've been doing, I was talking to some of the people. It's sort of, you know, in a way it's sad, and in a way it's beautiful. I was talking to them, and I said, you know, this is coming to an end. These rallies are coming to an end. We've been doing them, think of it, for like 9 years. We started a year before, and we've had tremendous success. In 2016, we did phenomenally, right? We went in, they said, they gave us a 3% chance, and sort of like amazing, right? 3%. That means 97% for crooked Hillary and 3% for me. And I was saying, well, I went to Iowa, and I had 48,000 people, and she had about 300 people. And then we went to another one in another state. We had 49,000 people. She had 243 people. And I kept saying, why are we going to lose? Why? Why are we going to lose? And we didn't lose, you know. We ended up winning, and we ended up winning the presidency, right? And that was an exciting night. Remember how it started? It started with a bunch of fake news. Look, there they are. That's a lot of fake news.
I just want to make sure that I'm understanding this correctly. Trump literally said the words, every rally is full, we don't have any seats that are empty.
Every rally's full, you don't have any seats that are empty.
And yet the cameraman immediately pans to all of the empty seats in the arena. I mean, you don't get a clearer indication of the extent to which Trump's words are completely divorced from reality than this. Here he is saying that he has 0 empty seats, all the while the cameraman is showing you the empty seats. But hey, don't believe your lying eyes. And let's be clear, this is by no means the first time. Here's just a small sampling of what the last few weeks have looked like in terms of the capacity issues that Trump's been contending with.
I want to go the Alien Energy Act of 1798. It's inflamed right now. It's inflamed like nobody's seen it for 50 years. No inflation and energy dominance. That's what we'd have, energy dominance. We'd have no inflation. We wouldn't have either the Middle East or the Russia, Ukraine. What a different world it would be, wouldn't it be? Oh, we can't let them cheat on elections anymore. We will rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Right now, we have a capital that when you go down there, you have a damn good chance of being hurt, bugged, something. And we will keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. We're losing that now.
But sure, every rally is full and we don't have any seats that are empty. Got it. And of course, Kamala's campaign picked up on this, immediately posting this.
Economy taken care of, real business, take care of these good
And if you're wondering whether this is having any impact on Trump, if you don't think that his visible waning support is getting to him, all you have to do is take note of the ways in which Trump is flailing at his rallies. Here are just a few examples.
Really over here is the fake news, right? And To get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much, because I don't mind that.
To get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news, and I don't mind that so much. I don't mind. Oh, nothing. Just Trump casually suggesting that he wouldn't be upset if someone shot members of the media. Is this your law and order candidate, Republicans? Is this your family values candidate, calling for someone's mom or dad to be shot because his ego is as delicate as a Fabergé egg and he can't handle any coverage that's critical of him? Is this your tough guy, your alpha, your men should be men candidate who cannot handle criticism and would rather have his critics murdered than to sack up and deal with it? Look, I'm just going to take a wild swing here, but maybe the reason Trump can't fill up his rallies has something to do with the fact that most people don't want to listen to a thin-skinned man-child bitch and moan and curl up into a fetal position while making himself out to be the victim for 2 hours at a time. Just, you know, for starters. And that's a point that Obama brought up here.
What evidence do we have that Donald Trump actually got stuff done? And since when exactly is Trump's trademark behavior, the boasting and the bullying and the selfishness and the cruelty, since when is that a sign of strength? That is not what real strength looks like, Milwaukee. It never has been. Real strength is about working hard and taking responsibility and telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength's about helping people who need it and standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That's what we should want in our daughters and in our sons, and that's what I want to see in the President of the United States of America.
Here's another moment from Trump's rally.
And you have one of the best of all right here, David McCormick. You know that. Where's David? Is he around someplace? You know, we just left him. He's a great guy.
Yep, that's Trump looking for Dave McCormick, the Republican Senate candidate from Pennsylvania. Trump is in North Carolina. I do not think that Dave McCormick is in North Carolina right now. Although, considering the guy actually lives in Connecticut, I guess it wouldn't be entirely out of the question that he wouldn't be in the same state that he's running in. Or finally, this moment.
I'm way up. If you look at 3-4 months ago, Dan, I was losing states that now are walks. You know, they're now walks, and I think you're going to have that here. It's called suppression. They suppress, and it actually should be illegal because it's, in many ways, it's worse than the written word, which these guys do quite well, actually.
Oh, nothing, just Trump declaring that it should be illegal to release polls showing him losing. It's almost funny to actually think back to when Republicans, who have spent decades beating their chests as being the party of freedom and democracy and the Constitution, have now sold every ounce of their integrity for a guy who is so despotic he almost makes Vladimir Putin look tame. And if all of this seems to be exhausting, well, it is. We have been subjected to Trump whining and complaining and fear-mongering and lying for the better part of a decade in politics now. At some point, even longtime Republicans have to admit that he is exhausting. But right now, we have the opportunity to turn the page and finally close this dark chapter in American politics, a point that Tim Walz brings up here.
Look, I know people are stressed. There's a few good things in this, too. Just think about this. After about 48 hours, we win this thing. We have President Harris. We won't ever have to talk about this guy again. Never. So if you're on the roller coaster, oh, we're winning, oh, we're losing, oh, we're winning, get off the roller coaster. Get off the roller coaster and do something proactive on this. If you want to get rid of the anxiety, go vote. Go vote.
So, policy aside, if you are just plain old tired of hearing about this guy, hearing about his tweets and temper tantrums and insane ramblings, if you're tired of his whining and complaining and lying, if you're tired of listening to how much everyone loves him and how big his crowds are and how he's God's gift to the world, if you're tired of the drama that follows him like a 16-year-old mean girl, then just remember that we have the power right now to turn the page and usher in a new chapter where we aren't the laughingstock of the entire world. cast your ballot, make sure your friends and family do the same, and let's usher in a new era. Before you go, just a quick note, if you'd like to see more of my content, which is always free of advertising, sponsorships, and paywalls, please make sure to subscribe to this channel using the subscribe button right here on the screen. And if you'd like to support my work even further, you can grab a copy of my instant #1 New York Times selling book, Shameless, available for sale right now. That link is also on the screen. Thanks so much for watching.